was made for this. Ain't got no shame to say. I am busy, I'm real proud, born for this. I was made for this. Ain't got no shame to say. I am busy, I'm real proud.
I love my home, celebrate parties home. Together have fun, come to me take you home. Music from me, I can tell you I'm no joke. I love this island, that is home.
That is home, that is home, that is home now. When we see the playing a game, we taking the whole crowd. From the shandy end the game, you don't know it's goal now. And we not slow down, marching through the whole town.
I was born for this, I was made for this. Ain't got no shame to say. I am busy, I'm real proud, born for this. I was made for this, ain't got no shame to say. I am busy, I'm real proud.
I am a Vinci Vinci, I am a Vinci Vinci, I am a Vinci Vinci, a Vinci Vinci.
I am a real Vinci, a choo-choo Vinci, a real Vinci, Vinci Vinci.
Jump up, if you love Vinci music, put your hands up. I say, jump up. If you love Vinci music, put your hands up. I say.
I was born for this, I was made for this. Ain't got no shame to say. I am busy, I'm real proud, born for this. I was made for this, ain't got no shame to say. I am busy, I'm real proud.
Vinci, let's turn up the place and I see young and nice and the people are way not stop.
Rather be beating the steel band around me playing the string.
Soon as it touch on the stage, you come right away. Blue, yellow, green and red.
Give me some breadfruit jackfish. Let me eat it, eat it. Eat it, eat it. Eat it, eat it. Eat it, eat it.
I am busy, I'm real proud. Real proud. I am busy, I'm real proud. Carnival in the air, yo.
Take the cat on the rain now.
Good energy in here now.
I am busy, I'm real proud.
Vinci, let's turn up the place and I see young and nice and the people are way not stop.
Rather be beating the steel band around me playing the string.
Soon as it touch on the stage, you come right away. Blue, yellow, green and red.
Give me some breadfruit jackfish. Eat it, eat it. Eat it, eat it. Eat it, eat it. Eat it, eat it.
Na na na.
Put up on the rocks, put up on the flags. If you love your country, put up on the hands. Put up on the rocks, put up on the flags. If you love your country, put up on the hands. I'm telling you, together as one, together we strong. It's unity, tell them we're family. Yes, together as one, together we strong. It's unity, tell them we're family.
We strong and we dance, we strong and we boss. We stronger together, see we stronger together. We stronger we dance, we stronger we boss. We stronger together, see we stronger together.
We're standing on the side, we just don't want to leave. Oh, what a blessing we are through West Indies. Take a drive by, you can feel holy breeze. A clear little island in this place Antilles.
You see this island, this little island. We got some girls and they pretty like the diamonds. You see this island, this little island. We full of love until you Vinci is a fine one.
Together as one, together we strong. It's unity, tell them we're family. Yes, together as one, together we strong. It's unity, tell them we're family.
We stronger we dance, we stronger we boss. We stronger together, see we stronger together. We stronger we dance, we stronger we boss. We stronger together, see we stronger
Yeah, this is
together.
my home. I would not tell low, my friend, you know the code. It's 784,
We ready for road. The colors them in the air. Can you feel the vibe, the energy in the atmosphere?
I say we strong than never, greater than never, wiser than never. Just must let me hear.
I say we stronger than ever, greater than ever, wiser than ever. Vinci, let me hear you say.
Together as one, together we strong. It's unity, tell them we're family. Yes, together as one, together we strong. It's unity, tell them we're family.
We stronger we dance, we stronger we boss. We stronger together, see we stronger together. We stronger we dance, we stronger.
Na 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 na. Put up on no rocks, put up on no flags. If you love your country, put up on no hands. Put up on no rocks, put up on no flags. If you love your country, put up on no hands. I'm telling you, together as one, together we strong. It's unity, tell them we're families. Together as one, together we strong. It's unity, tell them we're family. We strong and we dance.
All right. Good morning. We strong. Good morning. It's 7:35 on Monday morning, the 30th day of October 2023. And we're about to get to the interactive segment of the morning school this morning. See, Marshall is here. Denny ain't here yet. We coming. Bling has been holding it down for him in the early morning segment of it, the first part of the morning school. But this is the interactive segment. This is the segment that I just joined Denny. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, morning school start like 6 o'clock when the program started. You know what I mean? The program starts at 6 with Anthony Denny, and then the interactive segment starts at 7:30, and that's when I joined Anthony Denny to him and I interact with you. We interact together, interact with you. We share our thoughts. We share the morning with you. You share the morning with us. And you put in your calls, you send your text messages and so on. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning. I don't. Many young people wouldn't know what Alberta is the advertisement day, but it's what I remember growing up on. I can't remember if it was Folgers coffee or what it was, but that was an advertisement I grew up listening to on television. So good morning to you wherever you are, and those of you who are in the afternoon or evening, in a place where the time zone, run gone, like Evan and Darren and Richard and all those fantastic individuals, good luck and so on, who lives in the UK. Listen, there are people who live in the diaspora. I respect all of that because y'all don't miss nothing. I respect you for that. There is plenty love. You guys do not miss a thing. I am here, and I may not tune into one program or other, but you guys follow us 100%. People like Kojo, for example, and he's 3 hours behind us, but yet he's here for the morning school at 7:30. You know what that be? Hold on. Okay. I did. Yes, thank you for at least reminding me that. But I actually messaged her and so forth. Yeah. So yeah, you guys follow us 100%, and it's plenty love, plenty love, and plenty appreciation, and plenty respect for that. Because when, like for example, I said when Kojo has to wake up 4:30 to be a part of school at 7:30, you know what I mean? And individuals who are at work. I know for example, Richard to listen to Street Beat and so on, they had to be up late. So I really appreciate those guys in the diaspora who follow us 100%, never miss a beat, always locked on. Lots of love, lots of appreciation for what you do for us. All right. Let me say good morning to all of those individuals who've logged on and say good morning. So Faye and Phone, Kato, Phone, Patricia, Phyllis, Topsil, Franklin, what's up, buddy? Isil, Val, good morning, Val, and I'll get back to Val just now. Darren, Elizabeth, Verona, Anika, and Marcus Haynes. All of you who have logged on and said good morning to you as well. Now, folks, just in case you don't know, Val has lost a mom. Val's mom, Mrs. Tucker, who lives in Chateaubriand, just next to the park there, in Plan, passed on over the weekend. And so all of us, Val is our family here on the Scoop, on the Star. So all of us would just like to send out all of our condolences to Val on the passing of our mom, and wish her all the best. Know that we're with you, know that we're praying for you, and know that we're giving you family hugs. We're giving you family hugs because we're here with you, Val. You're here with us every day. You're here with us every morning. You're our family. And when our family members are in pain, we share with them. So condolences to you, Val, on behalf of all of us here at the Star, on behalf of all of the Scoopers, all. Right? We are there with you. You would of course keep us updated because we'd love to know when the funeral arrangements are made. So you'd let us know that, and no doubt, God's willing, I'd be in Chateaublay for that. All right. So that's going out to Val Tucker Batiste, morning scooper extraordinaire. Also, there's a young lady I didn't know at all. Well, not very well. I'm familiar with her, but young lady passed. I can't remember her name. Her surname, her name is Sherry. She's from Park Hill, and she passed on the weekend as well. Young lady, and that was a bit of a shock. Someone close to me is a friend, and I saw the impact of that death, you know. And let me say this without preaching this morning. Death is probably the surest thing that I know will come. The problem with death is you don't know when. You know it coming. The Bible says it's appointed unto man. It's an appointment. It's an appointment from the time we're born. Imagine that. From the time you're born, you've made an appointment with death. From the moment you're born, you've made an appointment with death. So your appointment is unto man. Once to die, you have to die. You will die. The problem is you don't know when. You know, when we make appointments, and that's why they're called appointments, we know down to the time of the appointment. You know, if I have an appointment to see the dentist, I know the day, I know the month, I know the day, I know the time. I'm supposed to see the doctor dentist on the 25th of November at 1 p.m. If you have a flight, you know the day, you know the month, the day, you know the time, you even know the seat you're going to sit in. It is the only appointment that we have, all of us, that we have no details about. That's the strange thing about it. We could literally be here now and gone in half an hour. Another person I saw images of, again, being I mean, I say being, but who passed on over the weekend was Chalice Porter, and I got news on Friday morning. Now, anybody who's familiar with Chalice Porter would know that Friday, Independence Day, is his Chalice's day. That's the day of the parade when Chalice, shines with his commentary and so forth on the parade at Victoria Park. So what a coincidence, if you want to call it that. That on the day that he shines most, that people associate him with because of his knowledge and commentary of the quote unquote military parade in Victoria Park, that's the day he died. I'm sure he wasn't thinking about that. So the point I'm making is that the broader point I want to make is, listen, do the most you can while you can. Do the most you can while you can. And as much as possible, live peaceably with all men. You could take that last thing and put it however you want. Expand it, contract it, edit it, add to it. Live peaceably with all men could mean the way you deal with your co-workers, the way you deal with your neighbors, the way you deal with your loved ones. As much as possible, live peaceably with all men. I just had to say that because over the weekend it just felt like, people who I am familiar with, passed on, and so I just thought I'd do that this morning. I see your message fits on the morning school program. I don't fix online issues, but I don't know which streaming was done either. But you could have messaged the station over the weekend if that was the issue. But this stream is fine. You know what I mean? So if there's an issue since Friday over the weekend, Fitz, call somebody. Don't wait until Monday and say it was done all weekend and so forth. And I'm sure somebody would have responded because the station was on all weekend. People were here all weekend. And so, if that is the case, then that is something that could have been resolved because people were in studio all weekend. There was no time in the weekend when there wasn't somebody on a shift, right? All right, so what a weekend! What a weekend! Independence Day weekend. What a weekend! Independence weekend. And Independence weekend for me started on Thursday. But hey, that was a day for me, boy. Jeez, what a walk! That was a day for me. The day I did the Everything Expo. I was the master of ceremony at the Everything Expo, Everything Vinci Expo in the morning. And then I had to journey to Sandy Bay to do the handing over of the homes, of the houses, 20 houses to individuals who were being relocated and so forth from the Lahas and so on. PM had to turn to me and say, boy, they really stretch it today, boy. It was a stretch, but I enjoyed doing it. And going to Sandy Bay, where Vincentians were given keys to homes, to houses. I keep saying homes, keys to houses. To me, you know the significance of owning a house. In our country, as a matter of fact, you don't even have to own the house. Even when you're renting, you still feel big managed. Because I left my mother's house when I was about 21, 22. Because I got to lie to you, Miss Marshall was just real strict. Real strict. And strict is the word, but attacking. Morning. Let me say good morning to Rika, Pastor Rika, who was here on a few days and preached at the Glen Baptist Church yesterday. I actually attended Glen Baptist Church yesterday, fellowship with Angie, my co-worker, down there at the office of the Prime Minister. And sometimes I listen to Pastor Ray as he preaches. He preaches in North Carolina, and his sermons are very, very straight. But yesterday when he was preaching, I actually heard him dip down into the dialect. I said, boy, you're glad to be home, eh? You're glad to be home for preacher. So anyway, yes, I was saying, my mother was extremely strict. Very, very devout Christian woman. And very strict with the way she dealt with the children. All of our children. The boys and the girls. So there was no leverage for the boys that the girls didn't have. And I kind of felt, I'm big. I'm old. I am a qualified teacher. But still, Miss Marshall will tell me, you know what, when I lock my door at 9 o'clock, could you out stay out today instead? Come on. I'm serious now. Me a qualified teacher. Okay, something wrong the boy. Something just drop the way. The numbers on the stream are just going down, and that don't make sense. We were at 40 something a while ago, and now we're down to 18. Something wrong there, and keep going down. I'm going to check. Let me check what's going on there. Something wrong. Something definitely wrong there. So I'm making the point I'm making is. So at that point, I decided to leave home, and when I left home, I didn't have my own house. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Yeah. Hold on. Yes, they were still there, but the numbers keep going down, so I don't understand how that working. I don't understand how that working. Somebody please tell me what's going on here. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. We definitely have. So Facebook shut me down. There's an issue with Facebook, clearly. Okay. Like it's being sorted out. So, because I see the numbers going back up. Folks, just give me a second, please, because I'm monitoring the live, and I just noticed he was dipping the live, and then I go to Facebook, and something is wrong. Something is wrong. All right, I see you back there now. All right. I see you back there now. All right. So I think things are percolating good again. Let me see like that. All right. Yes. So because of our strictness, I thought, nah, I can't live under these rules and so on for much longer. I'm a big man, ting, and I need to, explore my independence. And so I left home, and I didn't have my own house, but I was renting somebody's house, had my keys. So now I can go when I want, I can come when I want, I can invite whomever I want, and so forth. There was freedom, there was independence. Now imagine me feeling that way in somebody rent house. Yeah. Imagine me having that experiencing that feeling of liberation in a rent house. How much more liberating do you think it was, or it would be, when you get the key to your house? A house that is yours. But guess the best part now? You ain't got to pay a soul for it. Neither rent nor mortgage. Imagine that, eh? You got a house. You're collecting the keys to the house. But you pay neither rent nor mortgage. That is what this government has been doing for Vincentians, especially those who faced unfortunate circumstances like natural disasters. We saw that with flooding and so forth in North Leeward. We are seeing it now with the volcanic eruption. We're seeing what's going on. And so those families specifically, now the families that got the same experience about 2-3 weeks ago, and one even earlier than that. But all of these families are experiencing the independence that comes with owning a house. And it comes through the work of our government. And it is no mean, it is not something to take for granted. It is not something to take for granted when we say this has never happened before in the history of our country. This is not something that has ever happened in the history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We've had various administrations post-independence. This is the third one. We had the Labour Party administration led by Robert Milton Cato. We had the NDP administration led by former Prime Minister Mitchell. And we have the current administration led by Dr. Gonzalez. Yeah. And well, we know the NDP built no house at all. Period. Robert Milton Cato built what we call plan houses, housing schemes, and you see these housing schemes in Chateaubelair, you see them in Sion Hill, and you see the housing schemes built by the Labour Party of Robert Milton Cato. The NDP didn't continue that tradition. The ULP did. Built hundreds of houses. Hundreds. But the part that stands out and the part that we're focusing on this morning is where they build essentially no income houses. Where houses are built for the elderly, for the indigent, and for Vincentians who suffered through natural disasters. Now, Gemma wants to know if she would qualify for one of the houses because you would like to have one. Well, what is your circumstance of challenge, Gemma? Rainwash by your house? Volcano mash up your house? Tell me. Now, if you're talking about the low-income houses, then that is another program. And you probably qualify for that too. And you live overseas, you're big work overseas because according to them, St. Vincent needs is poor and nobody now work and the salary is small. By the way, I come to that, you know. I come to that. So you did overseas making foreign currency. So you'll pay for yours. You'll pay for yours. Our government continues to enhance the lives of Vincentians, putting them in better positions. Putting them in much better positions. Dr. Gonzalez was making the point on Thursday that people's default position seems to be, let me check the government. Because whenever something happens, that's where they turn to our government. They turn to our government. And our government responds all the time. So that was Thursday for you. Now somebody was asking me if let me check the question because I cannot glimpse the question on hold on. Yes, Dak was asking if the people at the expo have businesses down. Some of them do. Some of them, like Jazzy's, for example. Jazzy's Essentials is at the cruise ship terminal and there are other stores that are up there as well. So when you come to St. Vincent, when you check the cruise ship terminal, some of them sell in stores like in the market or you know, different places. And some of them are on Instagram. Some of them have actual offices as well. So yes, some of the producers and a lot of them you could find their products on supermarket shelves, like the seasonings and so forth. But a lot of them do their things from home and they use social media, generally speaking, to do their marketing, which is something I'm sure that they would have to work on because everybody in India on social media and their social media is generally Instagram. You know, so you could find them. You should be able to find them. But it was really an exciting moment out there at the expo when you saw the exhibitors, the number of individuals who are exhibiting, and I saw a few new ones because, as you know, I've been a part of the expo for many years, emceeing the expo, doing live feed from the expo and so on, so that I am familiar with some of the exhibitors who I see the faces I see on a regular. Yeah. But this year there were definitely some new faces. And there was the contingent, of course, from Guyana that came and stayed for the 4 days. So the only thing I see could have been different, and I'm using that word, is that the expo ended yesterday. You know, first cruise ship comes in on Wednesday. It would have been really good if the expo could have ended on Wednesday, so that one of the stops of the buses could have easily been the expo village. Yeah, but it ended yesterday, and I commend Invest SPG for its work, and also the exhibitors who participated. I also commend them and encourage them to keep it on. Use the expo as a springboard. Use the expo as a springboard to greater, bigger, and better things. Yeah? All right, Dark is she love the clothes. Dark, you are dressed up in frock and thing. That's all right, no problem with that. Now, show of hands. This is the teacher coming out, eh? By the way, I have on t-shirt this morning because here we're going on, Here we're going on. I got my independence t-shirt. The office did. And we were supposed to wear our t-shirts on Thursday. But because of the events on Thursday and I was master ceremony, I couldn't wear my t-shirt. I started the morning with my Everything Expo t-shirt because I'm promoting the expo for the first part of the morning when I was in school, if you remember. But then I had to go home and change to put on some, attire, formal attire, as the master of ceremonies. And then from there, I then put on formal attire for the Sandy Bay event. So this shirt I prefer I ain't give away. I said, nah boy, I go with my shirt this morning. So look. It's a beautiful shirt. Yes. So that is really my independent shirt that I didn't get to wear. The watching bell, let me put it in. Yeah. That's my shirt. Right. So that's my shirt this morning. But I'm just wearing it for Scoop. I'm going to change it after Scoop. I just have to wear my shirt, right? Okay. So show of hands. Show of hands. Who either went to park or watched it live on Friday? Show of hands. Who either went to park on Friday or watched it live? By show of hands. Tell me. Tell me, oi, because listen to me. Listening to that. Anyway, I wouldn't respond to that message. Listening to the speech was like watching Chris Gayle let loose in a T20 match. Listening to the speech was like watching Chris Gayle, the kingpin, unleash in a T20 match. APC sixes. That speech was easily the fastest 100 in a T20 match. That speech day. And I know, by the way, I saw some comments. Hello. I know some people hot enough. I know some people got headache instantaneously. Instantly, some people got headaches. Because Dr. Gonzalez, in the statesman way, presented an address that was grounded and rooted in reality, and the impact of which, based on things outlined, the impact is designed to make the lives of St. Vincent and Vincentians better. And some people got mad. First of all, I know we all want us to go and over the week, then we'll get some clips organized so we could play. But watch me. First thing I want to tell you, specific announcements. Barrel concession starts on the 15th of November. So those of you who will send me barrel this year, post it at a good time so that it will reach on or after the 15th of November. But hey, some people mad. The question we gotta ask them is, why you mad? Why are you mad? Hmm? Why are you mad? Because everything announced is intended to improve the lives of intentions. And a lot of the announcements are consistent with the policies of the government. So, barrel concession, for example, that starts on the 15th of November, the government has been doing that from the time they came to office. Why are you mad? The announcement of Leonard Finite Empress, Mr. Shane Kodong and Wetty Beats as ambassadors. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? We congratulate those three. We congratulate those three. And we wish them well. And we know how the appointment of cultural ambassador with the passport, the diplomatic passport that accompanies the appointment, can facilitate what they do, making travel easier. That is why I always say, those individuals who seem not to understand the significance of the passport they have, where they do not even have to go in regular lines, where they're not stopped and interrogated like others, so that they can fly from St. Vincent to Canada to the States to Europe and so on and perform easily. Easily. For some countries, the arrangement is that diplomatic passports, no visa requirement. But if you have a regular passport, you have to get a visa. Many countries. Other countries, it's easier to get the visa once you have a diplomatic passport, because the Ministry of Foreign Affairs facilitates that for you. And so you're getting those benefits. Those are real benefits you get. Huh? So if Fire Empress wants to go to India, for example, Fire Empress don't need a visa. I know she can perform chutney soca and chutney calypso. But that's just an example. So there are benefits, especially for individuals who travel, when you have a diplomatic passport. And so when you're appointed a cultural ambassador, sporting ambassador, and you've gotten the accompanying passport, listen, that's real tangible benefits, and that is something that you have to recognize that your country is doing for you. So I congratulate and commend the newly appointed cultural ambassadors. But boy, let me get into some of the crux of the matters. I have 16 specific, I'm quoting. I have 16 specific announcements of immediacy to make. One, and this one was the bonner. PM didn't even say, well, build it up and so on. He just dropped the bond heart one time. He dropped the heartburn first. The headache first. What? Listen, after that, I am sure many of them heard nothing else, because the chest burn, heartburn, headache, everything came out one time. Further, I have 16 specific announcements of immediacy to make. First, as of January 2024, yeah, that's in 2 months' time, essentially. The salary threshold below which no personal income tax is charged will be increased from the current 22,000 annually to 25,000. Workers will pay less taxes. It will cost the Treasury $4.1 million annually. What a way to begin your announcement. No, I'm going to do something here. Wait, No. It means, therefore, that some individuals who are currently paying tax will pay no tax as of January. Wait, I'm looking for something here. Right. So there's some individuals who are currently paying taxes because they're making 22,000 a year. They might be making 23,000 a year, 24,000 a year. So they're currently paying taxes, maybe small taxes, 30 something, 40 something dollars a month. Come January, that stop. So you have an additional $40, $50, $60 to put gas in your car, to buy groceries, to put your light bill or your coats bill, or to save an additional $60 a month. Now, I want you to keep in mind that when this government came to office in 2001, the threshold was $12,000. So anybody making more than $1,000 a month was paying taxes. These were the golden years. You couldn't even hold your $1,200 as yours. You had to pay tax. You're making $1,200 a month, $11. Look now. When I became a qualified teacher, appointed in 1997, retroactive, because I finished college in 1996. But the practice was they were appointing the following year, and they get your back pay because they get increased salary, like me, because I was making little money. I was making like 7 something as a teacher when I was teaching and going to college. All right, 7 something a month. When I became a qualified teacher in 1997, I was paying taxes. I was making $1,274 a month as a qualified teacher in this country, and I was paying taxes. I was paying taxes. Well, Jill, just tell me that. My sister just post online. That was her maximum salary as a nurse. She was a nursing assistant. She had gone to a maximum a grand a month. But my salary as a qualified teacher in the golden years of the NDP was $1,274, and I paid taxes. When the NDP came to office in 1984, and I remember taking on this guy, Brian Darcy, on online with that because I had the facts. They met something where if you made $8,000 a month or less, you didn't pay taxes. 8,000. In 17 years, it was moved from 8,000 to 12,000. In the golden years. Over a period of 17 years, the threshold was moved from 8,000 to 12,000 during the golden years of surplus. You gotta remember that, eh? You gotta keep remembering that. Well, in the same 17 years, we had doubled the move because we had gone from 12 to 20 in less than 17 years, as a matter of fact. And now it's gone from 22 to 25. So this government has expanded the threshold by $13,000 so far during its tenure. And remember, the Minister of Finance has made the point in budget that the goal of the government is to bring income taxes down to the middle 20%. So about 25%. So imagine 25% is the maximum you're paying, and the threshold is $25,000 a year, giving you more disposable income. You may say, $3,000 a year ain't plenty. Well, it's 1,000 less than the entire period of the NDP. In one jump, in one go, this government increased the threshold by $3,000. It took at the NDP 17 years to increase it to 4. Increase it by 4. In one jump, one go, one stroke, this government has increased the threshold by $3,000. It took the NDP 17 years to increase it by 4, totally, over its entire period. What's their response to it? Oh, you could raise all you want. You're still going. Well, if that is your response, go right ahead. Keep your head in the sand where it's buried. If that is your response, pushing your head down in the sand, then keep it there. And I guess once you can't see it, or once you close your eyes to it, or once you continue to go, nothing now go on, then really nothing now go on in truth. Well, keep yourself in that level of the Lulu. It's a man, I like him. I just sent him a video on Friday, IDP. He's a black guy. He sounds like an African because he has an accent. And we do these videos. And you say, somebody will play a part of the video and say, what? Okay, I'm listening. Oh, there's a but. There is always a but. And it's funny videos. He uses the word Dilulu. He says, he has expression he makes. He says, what? Something Jesus on a bicycle. I find that to be a funny expression. And he would say, your level of Dilulu is very strong. Well, the NDP is content with living in an atmosphere of Dilulu. Because these things are impacting regular working Vincentians. These things are impacting regular working Vincentians. And added to that, the third announcement, I'm going to put them together. The third announcement says, as of January 2024, there will be an increase in the minimum wage paid to workers consequent upon the full review of the report from the Wages Council, which is in progress. Well, he did. The Prime Minister did make the point that the Wages Council was meeting. He has convened the meeting of the Wages Council with a view to reviewing the minimum wage. Just last week, I was at a restaurant in Kingstown. Young man, Juan from Leeward, came over, was talking to me and so on. Bought me something to drink as well. I thank him. Because he tell me, boy, you walk in sandals bling. And he say, boy, things nice. He said, things nice. But he had met me before and he said, Mr. Marshall, tell the PM we need to increase the minimum wage in a jet because, and he tell me, laborers getting this, but ding. Well, he would be pleased to know that from January, there will be an increase in the minimum wage. And you know something? Let me say this. There are a number of individuals, specifically in the domestic sector. Your attitude towards your domestic workers can only be described as wicked. People complain to me. I travel the length and breadth of this country. Stop it. You have somebody working in your house, taking care of children or your elderly parent, and you're treating them like dog. They can't even get a day off. If they take a day off, they're sick, you don't want to pay them. Hello, stop it. You doing them a favor. They are working, and many of them are working like dogs, like donkeys in your house. Treat them properly. The minimum wage will increase for them too. Treat them properly. The way you treat them and speak to them, the maid, and listen. It is a part that for me is serious. You have somebody working with you in your house to clean, to wash, to iron, cook, take care of your children, take care of your elderly parent, doing what you don't do. Treat them properly. Treat them fairly. Treat them like humans. Treat them properly. I just have to say that as a top of the Wages Council. And I point it out because that's personal, Somebody walking in the store, Somebody walking in the store is walking in the store. In a store, that's not very intimate or personal. They come, they sell two things, they go. But somebody walking in your house who's washing your clothes, who's cooking your food, who's washing your dishes, who's taking care of a parent, who's taking care of a child, that's a very intimate and personal relationship. And you want to treat them like dog? Sometimes where I live in Queens Drive, there is not regular transportation going to Queens Drive. And so mornings, as I leave, I see them walking up to Queens Drive. And I know by the time they get there, they're hot and sweaty and tired because that's just straight, pure hill going up. If rain coming, they're getting wet. If sun shining, mother walk. And they go and treat them like dog when they come and walk for the whole day. They can't get there off, they can't sick. You want if you need to pay them. And I hope the Wages Council, put some sort of severance on that category of workers. I hope the Wages Council puts some sort of severance on that category of workers. I hope so to God. Please, Wages Council, do the honorable thing. Maybe nobody at the Wages Council, her mother, who's anybody's quote unquote maid or helper. So you don't need struggles. I don't know after 30 years of working in the house of one family, they gone just like that. Nothing to get. Nothing to get. Maybe they don't know because nobody has. But please, put some sort of handshake on that man, because some of these individuals work for long periods, years, and at the end of it, after taking care of people's children and their grandchildren and their elderly parents, they can't even get somebody to take care of them when they're old and they're in their old age. I just have to make that point as part of the discussion on the increasing of minimum wages as at January 2024. That's 2 months away. 2 months away. We're going to take a break and we're going to come back and we're going to dive deep into a bit more of the speech of the PM on Independence Day. Because I tell you, it burns some heart, it burns some chest, it gives headache, but they have to deal with that. We're coming back.
The Ministry of Culture presents the 2023 edition of the
convention activities this year, 2023, bigger and better, with not one but 2 convention services covering the Leeward and Windward sections of the island. Bayabu on November 5th. Earl Blake, Barley on November 12th. At the Barley Evangelical Church, 6 p.m. Speaker, Dr. Renald Murray. Theme, Jesus, Lord of All. There will also be special music, testimonies, and dramas that will make the time memorable. See you at AEC's Convention 23, 2B's venue, Bayabu, November 5th, 6 p.m., and Barley, November 12th, 6 p.m.
Dr. Santiago Orthopedics and Traumatology Center in capital city Kingstown, specializing in bone, joints, ligaments, tendons, and muscle health. We offer PRP treatment, which supports wound healing in the joints, epidural treatment for lower back pain, hyaluronic acid treatment for knee pain, and much more. We also do minor surgeries and offer X-ray, physiotherapy, abdominal, joint, and pregnancy ultrasounds, cast and cast removal services. We are located at the junction of Level Gardens, opposite the Girls Guide headquarters. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We also do home visits, and our services are also extended to the Grenadines in Beckway. every Saturday at Dr. Lugo's Clinic. Visit, call, or WhatsApp 530-7866 for Dr. Santiago Orthopedics and Traumatology Center, where preventing disease, relieving suffering, and healing the sick is our priority.
Sandra, where are you going in such a hurry?
Y'all, I have so much stuff I need to buy. I need to get to town fast. Plus, it's end of month.
But what you really need to buy, so?
Well, I need to look for a swimsuit for my pool party Sunday. I need to pick up my medication. And I need some nails to fix the door. And I have to get something to eat. Oh, yes. And I need to buy some grease and go back to get some money for all that.
But Sandra, you can get all those things at the Joshua Center.
But true?
Yes, girl, everything.
The Joshua Center has everything for you, from clothes to decor, and even grab a drink and lunch too. It's all here just for
Ultimate cultural package awaits you on Friday, October 27th, as Lavu Boutique Hotel and Beach Club presents its Independence Day brunch in the courtyard. Dine from our delectable Creole buffet and be entertained with sweet, pulsating music in an ambiance that is just breathtaking. For just $75 per person, brunch from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's the only place to brunch on Independence Day. So join me in the courtyard at Lavu Boutique Hotel and Beach Club on Friday, October 27th.
I come to give you the good news.
Well, preach on, brother.
Dante, this ain't preaching. This is huge independent savings at Korea's Food Mart. Imagine you can get 1 kilogram pillow pack flour for only $3.80.
Wow, that's amazing.
500 sheets versus toilet paper, $1.95. Spice up eating with a 750 milliliter Wally seasoning for $10.95. And right now you can get 2 600 milliliter juicy for $6.95.
How about snacks?
Grab 2 packs of Afro plantain chips for only $5. Sissy's peanuts are $8.50. Also a 30-gram Vincentian chocolate going for $4.60. And you can also get 2 packs of Select City pasta, 227 grams for $6.80. Did I detect an accent?
Yes.
Well, you need to try our local Perrine for $16.95. Mama Guava jelly, $13.50. If you buy a 330 milliliter Vinci Fresh pepper sauce for $6.70, you'll get a free bottle of herb marinade. Grab a 3-bottle liquor special of Jopi's Punch the Cream, SLR, and Sparrows for only $85.
I'm heading to Korea's Food Mart right now.
Run, don't walk, because these Korea's Food Mart independent specials is from Wednesday 25th to Tuesday.
Stop what you're doing. I want to tell you about Automarine Coatings. In Villa, right on the main, you have a car, you have a boat, and you want them look nice. Now with the Automotive, they are the official distributors of the Max Meyer car refinishing brand. It includes car automotive paints, clear coat reducers, hardeners, body filler, compressor fittings, automotive body oils. You have coolants, you have degreasers. So run down and check them out now. You're getting a 10% discount on all automotive paints. You have a boat, bottom protectant primer, barrier shield primer. They also carry the anti-fouling paint, fiberglass resin, fiberglass matting. They have stainless steel bolts and screws, 2-cycle and 4-cycle marine oil, anchor chains, buoys and fenders. They have everything you could think about for your boats and for your car. So run down and check them out now. They're located in Villa, right on the main. Auto Marine Coatings. When they reach down there, check Bruce, check Michael, and they're gonna work with you. A 10% discount, it's waiting on you. Let me go down there now. Auto Marine Coatings in Villa.
Accidents can happen in the blink of an eye. There can be injury or even death. Protect yourself today. Call Century Insurance at 456-2247 or Beckway 458-3855 or contact our representative, Mr. Jason Sergeant, in the Visual Mall in Beckway 454-4260. Protect your investment from passenger liability, earthquake, volcanic eruptions, floods, hurricanes, contractors or risk, and more. We cover all classes and types of motor vehicles and heavy equipment. Century Insurance, upstairs, the First St. Vincent Bank building in Kingstown. Call us today and let us protect you. Call our Kingstown office at 456-2247 or Beckway 458-3855 or contact our representative, Mr. Jason Sergeant, in the Bishop Mall in Beckway at 454-4260. Century Insurance. We protect you.
Carnival in the air, yo.
Take the cat on the red now. Energy in here now.
I am Vinci, I'm real proud.
Vinci, that's not the place. You see young nice and the people are waiting on stop.
Right, they keep beating the steel ball around, they playing the string.
Soon as they touch on the stage, you come right away. Blue, yellow, green, and red. Give me some red fruit, chop fish. Me eat it, eat it.
If you're loving the music, put your hands up. I say, jump up. If you're loving the music, put your hands up. I say,
I was born for this. I was made for this. Ain't got no shame to say. I am Biffy, I'm real proud. Born for this. I was made for this. Ain't got no shame to say. I am Biffy, I'm real proud.
I love my home, celebrate what is home. Together have fun, come to me, take you home. Music from me, I can tell you I'm no joke. I love this island, that is home.
That is home, that is home, that is home now. When we see the playing a game, we taking the old crowd. From the shandy end the game, you don't know it's goal now. And we not slow down, marching through the old town.
I was born for this, I was made for this. Ain't got no shame to say. I am Biffy, I'm real proud. Born for this, I was made for this. Ain't got no shame to say. I am Biffy, I'm real proud.
I am a Vinci Vinci. I am a Vinci Vinci. I am a Vinci Vinci. A Vinci Vinci.
I am a real Vinci. A choo-choo Vinci. A real Vinci. Vinci.
Jump up. If you're loving the music, put your hands up. I say, jump up. If you're loving the music, put your hands up. I say,
I was born for this. I was made for this. Ain't got no shame to say. I am Biffy, I'm real proud. Born for this. I was made for this. Ain't got no shame to say. I am Biffy, I'm real proud.
Vinci, let's turn up the place and see how nice and the people are way months
I'd rather be beating the steel band around me playing the string.
Soon as we touch on the stage, you come right away. Blue, yellow, green and red.
Give me some breadfruit jackfish. Let me eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
I am Biffy, I'm real proud. Real proud. I am Biffy, I'm real proud.
Well, just in case you right, thank you. Well, just in case you haven't figured it out yet, that's independence music from Just Boss, the Just Boss camp, Just Boss crew. Sandhill, Nerissa, yep. Dropping 2 tracks for Vinci and the Independence. I am Vinci and real proud. I don't really know what the song be, but that is a line in there that would naturally stick out. By the way, Bling oi. Bling come here. Bling oi, come here. Bling gone outside. I want to talk to Bling about this because Bling might help me. Because Bling criticizes my own understanding and expertise of it. Right? So, by the way, congrats on your win on in the Classico over the weekend. I take a 2 from Brentford. My team is officially a mid-table team.
I guess both of us team in the Premier League.
But that's
mid-table teams too.
No, yeah. No, but I mean, at least you lost against City, the champions. I mean, I don't expect it to lose 3-0 to the champions because I was supposed to be very clear, but still. But explain to me, is that how the Vinci Heat female celebrating the independence by getting 4+4? Because 44.
I didn't mean to laugh, but no, you said it.
No, I'm saying. It's 44 years of independence, so they get 4+4, 8. Like why is that?
At one point, I couldn't stand the beating, so I had to leave.
You went?
Yeah.
I must commend you for your bravery.
It's football, yeah.
Yeah. No, but hey, I like football too.
Yes.
But remember in 2020, PM had done a clip and said, he had done a recording. And at the end of the recording, he said, I love elections.
Yes.
Especially when I win in. Yes. Well, that's when I love football.
When you're winning.
When I win in. Okay. Yeah. I got up Saturday morning, bright and early, to watch my game at 7:30. Chelsea versus Brentford. Boss and I watching my team hitting the crossbar, kicking over, taking ball, carrying it right back to the goalkeeper. All my team play like that, it has hurt me hard because I know the other teams, especially those teams with nothing to lose, once they get a chance, they're going to make it count.
Yep.
And they did. 1-0. Well, boy, we got to pull this back and we got to score. 2-0. So I don't like football when I lose it.
Yeah. So your other team lost as well.
Decided to go watch Roma yesterday. But I didn't watch them. I followed the game because I wasn't home.
Right.
And after 60 minutes in the game, Roma had 0 shots and 0 shots on target. I mean, if no, I know, and maybe that's why I didn't watch, because I know my coach was banned off the touchline, so he wasn't there, right? For simply doing to the opposition bench. What are they crying for?
Yeah.
Red card.
Red card.
Wow, tell you, boy. And then with everything that's happening in the British League, the British press pick up Mourinho, eh? Not Manchester United, not Chelsea, Mourinho. Why you?
But see, while you're there, you can also give the football league in Cleverly a plug as well.
Well, I do that every time, more than a plug. I hope that you brought the sports news this morning and talked about my team's 5-2 thrashing of the other team, because I don't understand what's going on.
No, it was 6-2.
Something like that.
Yeah, 6-2.
My team is dominant tonight. My team does score less than 5 goals a game, Is dominance with listen, dominance.
I see the rivalry with your team and another team. They are praying to meet that team.
Yeah, but we will beat them. That's all right. Whoever they are.
Whoever they are.
Well,
that team is playing today.
Today?
Yeah, it's Eastside Choppers versus Valley Strikers. One of the two teams.
I see. Well, Eastside, we go chop. Yeah, chopping you out of the competition, winning situation. And Valley Strikers, listen, y'all striking ability could be like 20 meters. So that's that. Whichever all it be, pray not to meet us. Pray not to meet us. But I just had to talk about the football, because somebody posted football and on the live. So we go back to the announcements made by the Prime Minister and the heart-burning effect it has. They've been having rather on the opposition. Now, look at that, as the economy grows, and the government tell you that everybody will benefit. As the economy grows, everybody is going to benefit. Now, my partner Richard Cox does say he don't know any country in the world that survives without taxes. And he would talk to me about countries like Sweden and so forth, Nordic countries that have, or Scandinavian countries, Nordic countries, that have Sweden, Norway, those Denmark and so on, where there's statistically zero poverty and they have a living wage. But he would concede that those countries also have high rates of taxes. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we want to have our cake and eat it. We want high salaries, but low taxes and free services. So we want free healthcare, heavily subsidized. We want free education, heavily subsidized. Yeah. But we want low taxes. So the government continues to reduce taxes. And we want high salaries. So what then would sustain the economy? We have to pay our fair share of taxes. We have to pay our fair share of taxes. And especially corporate taxes. Now I know my good friend, Mr. Lewis, we have a different outlook on this one, because he's a businessman and I understand that. The business community would love to clamor for lower taxes. If they don't have to pay no taxes, even better. Because they put forward the argument that, we have to reinvest the thing is, statistically speaking, there is absolutely no example in the world, and I'm not talking about an individual example or the exception. I'm talking about it being the rule. There is no case in the world that shows that businesses reinvest profits in any major way. The profits go to the CEOs and shareholders, and they walk away smiling. As a matter of fact, there is right now a massive situation in the States with auto workers who are saying, listen, we want a 30-something% increase. And they're willing to go on strike. And everybody's demonizing the workers. And the union leader had to be saying, but hold on. The CEO makes $20-something million a year, plus bonuses. What do we get for our hard work? So if there were general global consistent examples of businesses reinvesting the profits like the workers benefiting and so forth, then fine, you could make the argument to reduce corporate profit to 10%, 15%. But the reality is, and as I said, I'm not talking about an individual businessman who does profit sharing with the employees and so on. There would be those exceptions. And you commend those. And as a matter of fact, the truth is, those businesses don't complain. Because as they share the profit with their employees and so forth, and they ensure that the employees, they invest in the employees give back to the businesses, and the businesses remain very profitable. Because you remember, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we tax profit. Not sales like Barbados, profit. So in Barbados, they must be 5 or 7%. I don't even remember the whole thing. But it is on your sales. So it is an expense like you're paying a rent, and they say that. And that's the first thing you're paying. Because it's on sales before expenses. So if you sell $10 million this year, and let's say it's 5%. Let's just say 5%. That $500,000 is the first thing that's coming out. You ain't pay rent yet, you ain't pay workers, you know nothing. Now, you may find that when you don't do all of your expenses, you have $2 million left. When you don't pay your taxes and everything out of sales, you have $2 million profit. But you paid $500,000 taxes. Now, let's go to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You make the same $10 million, and you pay all of your expenses. If your profit is $200,000, you're paying 28% or whatever. You pay about half of the $500,000 the company Barbados paid, About half in taxes. But at least we allow you to pay all of your expenses and so on first. In the reverse, it could be a situation now where when you don't pay your 5% or 7% or 10% or whatever it is Barbados and do all of your computations, pay all the expenses, you're not profit at all. But you don't pay tax. In some instance, if you make profit, you pay no taxes. The taxation is on profit. So I don't understand what is the problem with all businesses because you only pay if you make money. And to me, that is fair. But nobody want to pay taxes. Nobody want to pay taxes. They complain about taxes. You pay $100 a year for licenses. And you expect streets of gold. Streets of gold. But you pay $1,500 for insurance for the same year and you get nothing for it. But that's okay. Because that's private sector. And you only have a problem with the government and government's fees for the services that you receive. I find this Facebook thing messing up whole morning. It's messing up again. So, minimum wage going up from January. From January. Some businesses might dig hours because they have to pay the employees a little bit more. Pay them more. Pay them more. They deserve more. Well, most of them. Then there is another announcement that has to do with salaries. What? $10. Wow. No, listen to this. Listen to this, Bling. Listen to this, listeners. Somebody is making a point on the live. I want to read it for you. The person say, when it's shipping a barrel and the guys come to pick it up, you have to pay $10 per step to take a barrel outside the truck. Plus $1 for the lock. So if you live on a third floor and you don't have an elevator, problems, boss, man. Tika girl, don't pack the barrel by your house, because there would be there's at least maybe about 9 to 11 steps, or as your flights of stairs, to get downstairs from my Tika. So girl, do not pack the barrel by your house. Pack it outside. Because at that rate, that's wickedness. That's wickedness. That's wickedness. That's craziness. Yeah. Okay. Now, yes, I heard you. Taxes in Denmark, Sweden, and so on, very high. Very, very high. Very high. Canadian taxes are also high too. Yes. Anyway. So, the fourth and final announcement of immediacy that we're going to look at this morning is number 4 on the list. Again, I see posts from Margaret London on a Margaret London being shared with me, and she's ranting. Well, she's been ranting about Canada. No, I mean, she's just ranting. If I were her, I would really not post anymore. But anyway, so this one has a going. This one has a going. As of January 2024, all nurses, nursing assistants, and nursing aides, some 750 in all, will be paid a monthly supplementary non-taxable income for an initial 6-month period, amounting to 5% of their salary, to ease certain specific challenges which they currently face. This will cost the Treasury approximately $1 million. A review will be done thereafter to address a possible upgrading and reclassification of those posts in the nursing profession. Let's big up the nurses. Well, the post, as I said, the post sent to me, more than one, on the name Margaret London. You may not be aware, but Margaret London was a nurse who left her post. And this was long before vaccine or anything, and she left her post. And so this one bothering she, because the government continues to look out for the nurses in this country. Remember, it's this government here that enabled nurses in this country to be able to afford houses because of the 100% mortgage program through the NCB, then NCB, and now the BOSPG. So these nurses will be getting a 5% supplementary income, non-taxable, on their salaries from January. 5%. So if a nurse making $3,000 a month, again, she get another $150. Or he get another, keep saying she, because they're male nurses. My partner, Shelly boy, a little extra for you. And all the hard-working nurses in this country. It's from January. They get that for 6 months. And it's non-taxable. So whether it's transportation challenge, or the shoe, or what have you, you're getting the allowance from January. Non-taxable. As the economy grows, as our economy expands, the government is responding and making sure that Vincentians feel the impact of the expansion and growth. 3 words. Watch a government. Or what a government, however you want to put it. As the economy grows, the government talks about the 6% last year and the 5% this year and so on. Imagine we going by 5%. Eh? And nurses and them getting a 5%. Nurses getting a 5% on their salary. Eh? We getting a 5%. And nurses getting a 5% on their salary. We're growing by 5%, but the salary threshold is increased by more than 10%. The non-taxable threshold. 5% growth, but non-taxable threshold got up by more than 10%. Nurses, 5% supplementary income. As the economy grows, as the economy expands, Vincentians are feeling the benefits, the impact of this expansion, of this growth. So me ask the question that PM was asking, not now go on? Is a question. Really? Not now go on? And to the rhetorical question, I respond in the vein of PM Gonzalez. Big things are going on. Big things are going on. And you could do one of 2 things. You can close your eyes, bury your head in the sands, and ignore the breadth of what is going on. Or you can look at what is going on. You can see what is going on. And you can position yourself to benefit from what's going on. Why? Because big things are going on. Big things are going on. So it was a fantastic weekend. National events took place. You had Vibe Out in Barley and in Beckway yesterday. Barley Saturday, I think. Kingston Saturday and Beckway Sunday, I believe. You had the expo and you had the motorsports things happening. Listen, the tarmac was a hive of activity over the weekend, creating traffic backup. Last night, Bling, if you were trying to go to Arnesville after 6 o'clock or so on, forget it. You meet in traffic going up Sally Springs. Forget it. I got caught in traffic coming from the airport on Saturday. Met the traffic out at Indian Bay area. They say love you gap, just before the gas station coming down there. And it took me more than half an hour, almost, on a Saturday afternoon to get to Kingston. Beautiful weekend. And you know everybody keeps saying, how come the civil sessions not no money? How come this is not go on? Well, you could believe the lies, or you could trust your eyes. This is where we come to the end of the program this morning. It's just about 9 o'clock here. Let me apologize for Denny, but he had, something else to do, and he did intend fully to drop in at about 8 o'clock, but I guess he got delayed even further, so he probably just, went on to, other activities. But Bling held us down this morning, and so we thank him and we appreciate him for that. For those of you who experienced the outage of the online system on the weekend, it should be up, because Bling heard me talk about it. Bling checked, so it should be up. And look, if the online system is down, check the message station. The station has a Facebook page. Message station, call the station, so we know. All right. Until tomorrow morning, God's willing, when Denny and I should be back with you. Let me thank Bling for holding down this morning. Let me thank you guys for being a part of the program. Wish you all a fantastic day or a fantastic evening, whatever time it is. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.